So let's get all this set up then. Let's log on to VATSIM first. So we should be online now. There we go. Start that timer. What did I just start then? We got United passenger boarding.
Welcome aboard this United flight. United is a proud member of the Star Alliance network. Please make sure all carry-on items are securely stowed either under the seat in front of you or in an overhead compartment.
Cool.
Customers in United Global First and United Business First must stow all items in an overhead or side storage compartment. Approved personal electronic devices may be used while parked at the gate with the boarding door open. We will advise you when they must be turned off and stowed prior to closing the boarding door. United Economy Plus seating is reserved for customers who have purchased those seats. If you are interested in purchasing an available Economy Plus seat, please ask a flight attendant for more details in flight. If you are seated in an exit row, please review the front of the safety card. If you cannot meet the standards or are unwilling or unable to perform the actions possibly reseating.
So, see if we've got anything on the ground. I don't think we've got any other traffic affected us on the ground today. Obviously it's really early here, so really early in the morning. Should have a lovely sunrise though on when we get into the cruise. So we're going to go up to 36,000 feet. Okay, that's all on. Seatbelts can come off for the second because we are going to do some refueling shortly. Let me just get my sim brief up. Get some weights. Right then, fuel we need. How much do we need? We need 8.9 tons with a payload of 51.5 and a 0 fuel weight. Lovely. Nav data out of date? I don't think it is. August, July to August the 11th. I thought I'd done that the other day. That's so annoying. I must not have done it. Okay, flight plan request. That one. Reserves of 2.2 tons. And a fuel of 8.9. 360 initially. Wind is 302 at 43. Let's just do a quick calculation actually, just to double check. 737-700 airport at Kayad I'm going to depart in from runway 30. No intersection, it is dry. I would like to tell you what the wind is, but I don't know if there's not a way of getting the weather on PMDG, is there, on the FMC? I don't think there is. So we'll just have to do it the old-fashioned way. Okay, so the wind is 350 at 4. The outside air temperature is 19 degrees, and the QNH is 2999. Flap 5 AC is going to be on. Takeoff weight is going to be, let me just work that out then, so we've got 51.5. Just trying to 59.5 plus 8.9 tons, so it's going to be 68.4 on the takeoff weight there. So we've got a cell temp of 39. One 135, 139, 143. So we'll always go with a higher value. So that's why we do the calculation. And that is the 737-700, so I'm not sure whether it's the PMDG's calculations are slightly out or whether this one's slightly out, but I always tend to take the higher values anyway for safety, so safety margins, so we can't go wrong if that's the case. So we've got V2 of 143, we'll just plug that in the MCP. There we go. So we're going to be using departure. Let's have a look. So we want runway 30 over the Jacobi 4. So let's get some charts going. Parking gates. We want the airport chart. We want the SID, Jacobi 4. That's the one. So Jacobi 4 then, and we're going to be climbing to 3000 as the top altitude, so drop that to 3000 initially. But I imagine we're going to be going straight up to 36 because there's not going to be any traffic on this time, so that's not a problem at all. Got some window eats on now. That's on, that's on. So yeah, I'm just going to check something very quickly. Check. Just checking how the how my volume is on the microphone. Just trying to get the sound right. Hopefully that sound's coming through okay now and it's not too quiet or too loud. Righto, so we are at, what time are we on? 8 minutes. Okay, so we've got a little bit of time still. We can put another announcement on.
Welcome aboard this United flight. United is a proud member of the Star Alliance network. Please make sure all carry-on items are securely stowed either under the seat in front of you or
What did we say the QNH was here?
Customers in United Global First and United Business First must stow all items in an overhead or side storage compartment.
Okay,
Approved
set
personal
twice.
electronic devices may be used while parked at
Set
the
3
gate with
times.
the boarding
Perfect.
door open. We will advise you when they must be turned off and stowed prior to closing the boarding door.
Not sure there's anyone else here
United
today.
Economy Plus seating is reserved for customers who have purchased those seats. If you are interested in purchasing an available Economy Plus seat, please ask a flight attendant for more details in flight. If you are seated in an exit row, please review the front of the safety card. If you cannot meet the standards or are unwilling or unable to perform the actions possibly reseating.
So we're going to be departing out of runway 30 here, so there's us there. So we'll jump on to Delta, Zulu, and then Yankee 11. That's probably the easiest route for us down there. So we're going to be United 1262. Let's just make sure we're plugged into Unicom. There we go. And we'll just squawk 2000 for now. Put that onto standby. Awesome. You're pretty much ready to go then. Level of detail in this is pretty awesome as well, to be fair. I don't think any of these are modelled, but for 99% of simmers it's not really an issue. I guess it'd be good if you're doing your type rating and things like that to play with it, but for the average Joe it doesn't really make any difference, to be honest. Yeah, I can't wait for the 800 though. I think that's going to be really special. First flight of the day, run through some tests.
TCAS test pass.
I'm not sure you can. Oh, that's cool, you can. So cool. Oops, I didn't mean to press that again. Awesome, that's some of the basic tests done anyway. So we are pretty much good to go, good to roll. 16 minutes, so let's pop the APU on. We've got some in the centre tank, so we can pop that on as well. Z-belts can come on now. We can start getting some doors closed. And I'm going to close all day until I've moved the carts away. So we should. All the doors are, yeah, all the doors are closed. That's perfect. The APU is cranking up. APUs a go. Those are all closed then, that's good. Let's get our better push back, see if this is going to work for us today. Should do. Where are we then? So we're going to need to push tail left, I think, yeah. That'll do us. Can get rid of all the chocks and everything as well. Release the ground power. Take the chocks out. The engine page up. There's 19, so we'll request pushback.
Cockpit to ground. This is ground. Stand by.
Parking brake. Or you're not set in. No idea why that's not set in. I've got no rudder, that's why. I think the USB's come out from the controller. So just
okay, sir. The bypass pin is installed. All doors and hatches closed, and all ground equipment is removed. We are cleared for start and push.
That's better. That's working now.
Okay, cleared for push start.
Cool.
Parking brakes are released. Commencing
Set.
pushback.
There we go.
Start the engines in sequence.
And that's why we check all of our flight controls. Okay. Anti-collision can come on. There is nothing on VATSIM at all, so I'm not going to bother with the Unicom because there's literally no one around for miles. They're off, that's off. Whoa! What on earth's he doing? What on earth? What? Yeah, I think we better cancel that.
Okay, pushback completed. Please set your parking brake. Parking brake set.
What on earth?
Ground. You may disconnect. Okay, sir. Clear to disconnect. Pin has been removed. See you at
Whoa.
the side.
Oh, at least it's
Have a
not
good flight.
smashing it down.
Holding position, waiting for the visual. Thank
Okay,
you and
that's better than I
goodbye.
thought it was going to be, but we'll have to just do it manually.
Cockpit to ground.
Oh
This
dear.
is ground. Stand by.
Gotta laugh, ain't you? Start engine 1. Engine 2 even.
Okay, sir. The bypass pin is installed. All doors and
No
hatches
idea what
closed
that
and all
happened though.
ground equipment is removed. Standing by for pushback. Cockpit to ground. Go ahead. We are cleared for start and push. Okay, cleared for push start. Parking brakes are released. Commencing pushback. You can start the engines in sequence. It will start in the sequence.
That's one thing that really lets this sim down is the pushback. I think it does anyway. Where's the taxi line? Where's the taxi line?
Okay, pushback completed. Please set your parking brake.
Parking brake
brake set.
is set. Okay, we're starting
Ground.
on then.
You may disconnect. Okay, sir. Clear to disconnect. Pin has been removed. See you at the side. Have a good flight. Holding position waiting for the visual. Thank you and goodbye.
Well, that was crazy. Okay, good start on both then. Beautiful. Flaps 5. Trim 5.4. That'll do. Okay, let's go. Config is checked. Controls check for left, for right, forward, for back. And we know the rudder's working fine, so that's all done. Awesome. Let's go. Let's go to the Bahamas, I say. So there we're just taxiing along Delta. The sunrise should be really nice. Let's just check it hasn't given us a vector. No, that's fine. So we're going to want to go second left here, so down onto Zulu, which should be this one here. Yeah, this is Zulu. And then this should take us literally all the way to the bottom of the terminal, down onto runway 30 then. Right, recall is checked, both sides, config's been checked, flaps are 5, green light, RTO on the auto brake, lights all on, quick scan, yeah, if it's fine. Okay, so we'll go from Zulu actually, because we don't need full length anyway, so that should work well. Okay, so we're good to go, so we'll just ding the cabin, and the lights can come on. Awesome. Timer on. Let's go. 40%. Stabilised. Toga. There's 80 knots.
Rotate. Positive rate of climb.
Go.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for flying with us. A special thank you and welcome back to our global service customers, million milers, 100K and Premier Execs on board. We do appreciate your business. They and Mileage Plus members will receive valuable miles for today's flight. To become a member, you can enroll online at united.com. The captain has asked
We're going to keep that climbing up to 3.6 then now.
Even though you see us getting up to do our duties, we ask that you remain seated with your seatbelt fastened. When Captain Sparsky turns off the sign, that will be an indication it is safe to move about the cabin. If you're traveling with a small child or infant and the seatbelt sign
I
goes
hate the
on,
click spots on
they
these
either have
lights.
to be in their own seat with their seatbelt fastened or held securely on your lap. Please take care when opening overhead compartments, as contents may have shifted during our takeoff. And when seated, Always keep your seatbelt fastened. You may now use all approved personal electronic devices. As soon as it is safe for the flight attendant
It
to
is
be up,
raining, so
in all
what
cabins
temperature
we'll
do
be
we have?
offering
Plus
you a
20,
beverage
so we
service
haven't got to worry
followed
about
by a hot
anti-ice
lunch.
just yet.
Our beverage selection is listed in the Hemispheres magazine. In United Economy cabin, beer and wine are complimentary, but there is a charge for other types of alcohol. The only accepted form of payment is a credit card. We accept most major debit and credit cards, as well as the Mileage Plus Explora Visa card. Midway through our flight, we'll be offering you a light snack, and approximately 1.5 hours before landing, we'll be offering you another hot meal service. On this flight, we have an exciting offer to apply for our Mileage Plus Explora Visa card. Please ask a flight attendant for an application. We ask that you use the lavatories located in your ticketing cabin, and flight attendants are available should you need direction or assistance, and we thank you in advance for your cooperation. Today's entertainment programming is on demand, and this aircraft is equipped with internet for purchase. To learn more about this service, look at the card in your seat back pocket, the Hemispheres magazine, or turn on your Wi-Fi enabled device. In addition to the installed entertainment system, we have a streaming video service where you can access a selection of movies and TV shows complimentary by using your Wi-Fi enabled laptop or personal device. Just go to www.unitedwifi.com. We'll try now to keep our announcements to a minimum. Go ahead, sit back, relax, enjoy the service that we have planned for you. We do request that you keep your seatbelt fastened around your outermost covering or over your blanket. That way it is visible, and we do not have to disturb you when the seatbelt sign is switched on. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for your attention. On behalf of all of us at United and the Star Alliance Network, we wish you a pleasant flight.
There's the start of the sunrise. That's going to be stunning in about half an hour, that is, I reckon. And that's beautiful. Just about start to see the sunrise peeking up over the top of those clouds. You've just got to love sunrises in this sim. Absolutely awesome. Just coming up to top of cruise then, top of climb, sorry. And just do a quick fuel check free, 7.4, okay. 7.4 at top of climb. And the flight plan says we need to have, let's have a look. TOC 7155, so we're a couple of 100 kilograms above what we need to be, so that's perfect. FMC speed V nav out. Go. So we're in the cruise. Just absolutely beautiful looking at the looking at the cities and towns below as well, going by all the night lightings. Just you can see all the main roads and you can see the cities and the big intersections and things like that. It's just absolutely beautiful. What a view, eh? Hi Carl, if you've just joined us. Or me, there's no one in here. I am the driver, I am the chief captain, sir. Hope you're feeling better, mate. What you been eating, Dodge? I reckon it's Gem's cooking, mate. I think you need to tell her that. Change it to daytime. Oh. Okay, just for you. Well, it nearly is daytime, to be fair. Wow, look at that. Probably be another like 20 minutes or so and it'll be like this anyway, so I've only moved the time on about 10-15 minutes. What you been eating then? Banana, cereal bars and beans on toast. Maybe you've just got one of these 24-hour bugs then or something. You know what you need to do? You need to either just sit on YouTube all day or sit on Netflix all day. That's a cure apparently. Anyway, how was your Wembley trips? I was meant to be going there this week, but I don't know if we can be bothered, to be honest. It's the hassle of the fact the trains are, you don't know if they're striking or not, and so on. So it's like, I don't think I'm going to bother, to be honest. As I say, just say to Gem it was her cooking, and then you know she's got to be sympathetic to you then all week. Get her to bring you food up, and you know what I mean. Get her to wait on you and all that. Yeah, man. That's the only perk of being ill, isn't it? It's an excuse to just lie in bed all day and do absolutely naff all. Yeah, so I've got a day of annual leave today, just an extra one. So I thought, well, nothing going on. Jump on and do a quick stream. Yeah, I've seen the videos. You know, I've seen the videos of Coldplay, and they when you go into the concert or the stadium, they give you like a wristband apparently, and it like lights up, and they're all synced. So like when I've seen videos of like people holding them up in the air, and it just looks amazing, to be fair. But yeah, it's just to get into and from, isn't it? That's the ball ache. But once you're there, it's awesome, isn't it? What's the parking like around there though with a coach? Like I bet that's pretty stressful. I know, permanently on annual leave, I know. Not as much as Dylan though. He has more leave than Santa. When you get parking marshals. Oh, that's it. That's good then, isn't it? Got to be a nightmare if you didn't have that. I just can't stand driving in London, to be honest. I just find it such a stressful place to drive around. Oh, we're going through some clouds. No? Looked like we were then. What do you reckon then, Carlos? What you reckoning of this, of the sim? I mean, look at that. It's just pretty cool, I think. A job with the occasional day. It's a chore for him to go to work, isn't it? You're a professional driver and I'm a professional pilot flying these lovely United passengers down to the Bahamas. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, that's a responsible job. What's the most you can get on your coaches? It's very suave. It is suave, mate. It is suave. Are you all like 50C coaches or something like that? $70. Okay. That's more than I thought, actually. What's the biggest you can get? Is that the biggest coach you can get? I'm guessing there's like a limit. That's quite low, isn't it? 70 in fairness. Oh yeah, double deckers, yeah. National Express have them, don't they? And some of the others. Yeah, they look pretty cool, they do. I'd quite like to go on one of them. It's quite a nice way to travel, actually, on a coach. Like, on a train is nice and it's no stress, but, I don't know, coaches, yeah, it's a nice way of travelling, I guess. Unless you're driving, obviously. Then it's a nail-biting exercise. But those double deckers are awesome to drive, though. Are they all automatic, Carl? Or are they manual? Or a mixture? Oh, that's awesome. Would you work for National Express, or I know you're happy where you are, but are they all auto? Yeah, thought they might be. I know you're happy where you are, but would you work with? Would you go for National Express? I bet theirs is quite sort of set, isn't it? They're like rotors and things like that in terms of where they're going, like from A to B and so on. Whereas yours is quite, ad hoc, I guess, isn't it? Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough. If anything happened to them, yeah, but I guess if their drivers are happy and stuff like that, then that's always a good telltale sign, isn't it? I suppose. the planning's done. Oh, do you have to do your own planning then? I guess there's pros and cons to that though, isn't there? If their planning's done for them, you know. And yeah, it is good to have variety, I suppose. Like you're doing Wembley, then you've been loads of places, haven't you, recently? See, if I put the time now back to real world time, I bet you it's not far off. Oh no, it's still pretty dark. Still pretty dark, isn't it? Yeah, I do like it a bit lighter, to be fair. You've teased me into that call. Oh, that's quite a nice light. So you do the routes and everything then? And all... okay. I guess there's definitely pros and cons to that in there, both ways, I suppose. Cheeky shit. Configuring. I don't even know if there's an ILS here actually. Should we have a look? I don't even think there is. There must be though, I suppose. No, look. Oh yeah, there is one. There is an ILS. Let's have a look at the airport. Let's have a look at that. So you got 3-2 and 1-4. One 4's got an ILS, that's good. And 3-2's not. 3-2's got an RNAV GNSS. So we're stuffed if we've got to use that one, haven't we? Still got about an hour and a half to go, I suppose. Something like that. You know me. Always hand flying me, you know what I mean? I flew into Belfast last night, you know, and I looked on the meter and it said, I think it was 600 feet scattered clouds, and I thought, nah, I'd be absolutely fine. And I literally couldn't see the airport till about, I think it was about 500 feet, something like that. I was crapping it. 3-2-1-4. Yeah, that's true, isn't it? Yeah, that's the same as Leeds. Yeah, so I have to do obviously a manual flying as usual, and I nailed it, as I always do. I'm just trying to find out what runway they'd be using in real life, but it's quite early. I could have landed. Yeah, I don't want to talk about that one. That was great. That was. Do you know what? I felt absolutely dreadful, and I thought I've just got to get this thing on the ground. I'm amazed I even made it to land. To be honest with you, but I literally just skidded off the runway, dumped it on the taxiway, and just disconnected. And I was about 3 seconds later, I was sick everywhere. Yeah, I couldn't believe that. But in fairness, I must have been able to hold it till we landed. So what wind have we got at the moment there? We've got 230 at 3 knots. So it's going to be, it is going to be the RNAV, isn't it? It's going to be, actually that's pretty much crosswind there, isn't it then? So I would take either, but at 3 knots not going to really make any difference, is it? Such a pro pilot like me, do you know what I mean? You watch, I'll slam it down now. What is the ETA actually? 11:53, so 5 to 1 UK time, something like that. Sick on the driver, how's it going just now? No way. Yeah, you definitely got some sort of bug then, haven't you? You ain't got COVID again, have you? I can cause seconds, can't you? Yeah, it's horrible, isn't it, being sick? Well, if there was no clouds, it'd be good because we'd be able to see the whole coastline of Florida. But yeah, we have clouds. Probably worth doing a test though, because you never know. That is one of the symptoms, isn't it? Being sick. I was sick when I had it. Yeah, you never know. What's your work like with it now? Do they like make you do tests, or they're not bothered like? Because I bet they were quite strict in the main bulk, like in the main bit of COVID, weren't they? Because obviously if you got passengers coming on and off and stuff. But then again, I guess did your company shut down during COVID then? Because obviously they wouldn't have been able to. If you couldn't mix or anything like that, how would a coach company have continued? Or was they doing like school jaunts and stuff? No testing required. Well, that's fair enough, isn't it? I'll just yeah, maybe because there's no testing in the government guidance or anything like that now, is there? So yeah, makes sense, to be fair. I mean, you never know. You might be worth doing a quick test, I suppose. They only had key workers kids. Oh right, okay, so they've come on quite a bit then, haven't they? They're quite big, aren't they, by the looks of it? They're quite a big company. Yeah, I've seen a couple of the coaches on the motorways and that. Everyone had to produce tests, full boarding every time stoking. Yeah, I imagine that was like the minimum, wasn't it? Yeah, COVID. Oh right. Oh, so they got a contract for that then, because of COVID. I guess that's good because it probably kept a lot of them afloat, didn't it? Yeah. Yeah. They've been big, yeah. Be like me. Just big in the fat sense. The Amazon. Oh, so they were doing like... Oh, I see. So they were doing like... coach... what do they call it? Shuttles. Were they doing like Amazon shuttles then, I take it? Have you seen some of the Amazon sort of warehouses going on strike and just like sitting in the restaurants and stuff? Fuck, if Amazon stopped in this country, it would just cripple everyone, wouldn't it? We're so reliant on them. Yeah, shuttling them, yeah. Well, that's good that they can get them sort of contracts in, isn't it? Where's your base, Carl? Where is it actually based? And is it far from yours, like? But yeah, it sounds like it's much better than working for them. Yeah, I can imagine so, mate. I can imagine so. I've seen videos like people saying you have to ask to go to the toilet and stuff like that, and it's like, I couldn't deal with that. But yeah, I don't blame them. You know, if that's what if that's what they believe in, I absolutely don't blame them. Penny Norden. Oh, okay, yeah, I know where that is. That's not too far for you then, is it? Not too far at all. So you don't think you'll be in at all this week then? We reckon you just have a couple of days off. Do you get sick pay now as well? Because that's a bonus, isn't it, if you do? We're back tomorrow. Oh, right. Have you not been there for 3 months? Crikey, it seems like you've been there for longer than that. Yeah, it feels like you've been there for longer than 3 months. That's gone quick. Three months on the 9th, and it's the 16th, so you've actually been there more than 3 months then. So you might get sick pay then. That's a bonus, isn't it? If you do. Do you prefer the single crude, or do you prefer when you've got someone else? I reckon you probably prefer with someone else, don't you? I know I probably would. You got someone to talk to then, ain't you? I know you talk to yourself a lot, but yeah. get on with them, can be right enough. Yeah, if yeah, like if they're boring or like not nice. Yeah, that'd be pretty crap, wouldn't it? How was Nuki, by the way? I must say, it's quite, you know, when you think about it, it's actually quite a good job, isn't it? 'Cause you're getting paid to travel, and it's like, you know, going down to Nuki for the day, and yeah, it's quite nice, isn't it? I know you do long hours, like, but it's not bad pay, is it really, for you, you know, to travel, getting paid to travel. It's better than driving around Rubbery all day, isn't it? Oh, do they do like Nuki? Like, do they do it every day then? Like, do they do like in summer certain routes every day, and then you just jump on it when as and when they kind of need you to, sort of thing? But the roads are, they can be quite tight, can't they? There's quite a few B roads around Nuki now as well, which can be a bit of a nightmare in a car, let alone a coach. Where's your favourite place you've been to so far? Obviously, minus the aviation airports and stuff like that. I bet you enjoyed Alton Towers, didn't you? I suppose that's quite a nice trip up there. Let's see what the real world time's looking like now. Definitely sun's coming up. But let's pop it back on that. So I've only like gone about 15 minutes forward there. No, it was an ad hoc job for oh, see? Okay. So it's not like a schedule thing that they have every day. See, that's where I guess, you know, the likes of National Express is different, isn't it? Because they obviously have a scheduled service, don't they? So you're basically, in aviation terms, your company's chartered, isn't it? It's like a charter airline, whereas National Express is like a scheduled airline, I'm guessing. Yeah, I'd be the same. Windsor's nice, isn't it? I've already been there once when I was a lot younger. It's just the drive around London, which the stress of that I just don't think I'll be able to cope with. Especially in traffic. I mean, it's probably not so bad if you're going at like mega early or mega late, but if it's in the middle of the day, or rush hour, sod that. Do you get to choose, like, if you're with someone, do you get to choose, like, whether you do the outbound and they do the return, or what? Do you get to choose who drives when, or is that, like, set on your schedule? I prefer to the first bit. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, that's. I was gonna say I would do exactly the same. I'm always the same. Look, when I was an apprentice electrician, we had to work in like Newcastle and places like that. There'd be like me and the electrician, and it'd always be like, oh, when do you want to drive there or back? And I'd always choose there because, yeah, I'm the same. You once you're there, then at least you know you've done your bit, in you, so you can just put your feet up on the way back. Yeah, I bet it gets tiring as well. Did they? I forgot. Did they put you through your your coach license or whatever license you need for it, or did you have to? Did you already have that? You did, didn't you? Already had it, didn't you? No, you didn't, did you? That's right, you didn't, did you? Because you had to apply for the license, didn't you? Just get a little bit of that tailwind. Why not? Oh, I didn't know that. I didn't know they did. Wow, that's good, isn't it? Another, is there much need for coach drivers? Like, so for example, if you hadn't got your HGV license or anything like that, would these companies put people with just a car license through it for free, or do you know what I mean? Are they like desperate enough to say, we'll take you on and we'll put you through the licenses and everything? How does it work? Or do they expect you to have a certain part of the license? Because that could get quite costly for them then, I suppose. Only within the first years you have to pay. Oh, see. Yeah, so they'll pay like... Wow, that's crazy. Per 6 months. Okay, so when you're there 6 months it drops by 25% what you have to pay back, etc. That makes sense. Wow, that's crazy. Good though, I suppose, if you want to get into something like that. So what would the minimum requirements be then? Let's say there's me and I've just, for example, got a car license. What would the minimum sort of requirements be for someone like me? Or would they just go, you know what, he's just that awesome, we'll just pay for everything for him? So yeah, I'd love to do something like that where you're getting, you know, paid to travel. I guess it's just the hours for me that would be pretty hard, to be fair, with a young family. Like, you know, you have to be over to, oh, is that all? Oh, okay, you have to be over 18. Okay, well, I'm only just over 18, to be fair, you know, youthful looks and all that, but yeah, that's really good. It's good that they do that. Mind you, I guess, you know, without drivers, then they haven't got a business model, have they? So it's pretty important that they do it, I suppose. Oh, we're heading directly for Daytona Beach. That's cool. Can we see any of the coastline yet? I wonder. Oh, it's over there. It's not far away, but I wish I was on this flight in reality, going down to the Bahamas. How nice would that be? You know, with my expert flying, do you know what I mean? It's just a match made in heaven, isn't it, that? Yeah, boy, you and me both. When you're coming over to Microsoft Flight Sim, then Carl, especially with the PMDG 800 coming out soon, you need to get on it, man. You need to move your computer to gems then, in that case. So like days like today, you could have gone, oh yeah, I'm just going to go and lie in bed and die, and then just, instead of doing that, just fly all day. Do you know what I mean? I've just solved all your problems there, haven't I? Yeah, that's fair enough, innit? Too busy driving people around, aren't you? And your big coach. Oh, you're at home? Oh, okay. So you could fly today then? Crank it up. Come on, get Zebo up. X-Plane 12's coming out soon, I think, so that'll be interesting. See what that offers. You're on death stool. You'll be alright. We'll be alright. We gotta be back at work tomorrow. I'm all skiving for you. I actually could go back to bed. I had loads of sleep last night as well. I just woke up really tired. I've got one of these cheap like fitness watches, and it's meant to tell you, you know, your heart rate and how much you've slept and all that. And it's completely nonsense because no way I've slept like for that long. It says I've like slept for 7 hours last night, but there's no way. And then it then says, oh, you know, you've had, I don't know, 3 hours light sleep and 3.5 hours deep sleep. And I'm like, well, how can it tell? How on earth does it know? And it's like a step counter, and by the time I've woke up, I've already done like 80 odd steps. So I'm like, well, how's that work then? Yeah, it might do. It might go on the body movement. Yeah, you're right. But like, how have I done 80 odd steps by the time I literally open my eyes? If it thinks you're asleep, and then it's going, oh yeah, he's doing steps. How's that work? Mind you, it's only like a cheat. It cost me like £18 off Amazon. But it should have been like 30 something, but it was on offer, so I thought, get me one of them. So it's probably not that accurate, to be fair. It's probably like a Del Boy one in it, in reality. He's home now, ladies. Right, up here's Carter. Carter and Boys. Is this your new channel, Tom? Let's have a look at your channel then, Tom. Oh, it's not letting me. Why is it not letting me do that? I hope. Kind of made it for me and the kids to post stuff. Yeah, it's good, man. You know, some of these people can earn so much money off YouTube. There's someone that the kids watch on YouTube, and it's called Ryan's World. I don't know if you've ever heard of it. You probably have. And they make so much money from it, and it's just honestly junk. The stuff they put on there is just absolute crap. And like, they're watching it like they're fixated on it, and I'm like watching it going, what on earth is this junk? But yeah, you can make so much money from it. Search for you then, Thomas and Carter and Boys. Let's have a look. Oh, it's not even found you. It's not finding you, Tom, for some reason. What's your actual YouTube name now? Because I'm typing in Carter and Boys and it's not coming up at all. Unless you have to search another way or something, but it should just come up. Like if I type in read sim, no, mine comes up. Carl's on death's door, Tom. He's dying apparently. Got food poisoning or something like that, or a bug, or COVID, or all three. Hey Carl, that's a good point. You could do a YouTube channel, couldn't you, for your driving? Now that would be cool. Or even like a live TikTok or something, Carl. You'd get views if you did that. Double decker, yeah. Dinky decker. Or is that what your YouTube name is? Double decker. No, there ain't, Carl. Why would there be? What do you mean? Hurdles? As long as you're not interacting with it, then you're not doing anything wrong, are you? If you got like a stand for your phone or something, because I've seen loads of people doing it like on live streams. As long as you're not touching it and looking at it and stuff like that, you're not doing anything wrong, are you? Just set it on record when you leave, like, and then jobs are good. Yeah, I suppose confidentiality, but as long as you're not showing them, you're not going to be that way. Because if you set it up behind you, like looking towards the road, I guess you wouldn't really. You could probably turn the volume down and stuff, couldn't you, as well? I don't know. That. I think that would be quite good. I think you'll get loads of people watching you. There's loads of truckers who do it, on like TikTok and stuff, and they'll just record themselves driving. I mean, some of them, to be fair, do like answer back and talk back. So you're thinking, well, you're obviously looking at the chat, then, ain't you? So that's where you got to be careful, I guess, if you're looking at the chat and stuff. You're just incriminating yourself, aren't you, really? But if you're not answering or anything like that, you could do it. You could do it as well, driving your big bus. Yeah, I've seen it, mank buses. Yeah, I've seen it. See his bald spot. So, boys, we've got coming up ahead is I think it's Daytona Beach. I'm just going to put the day light up a bit more so we can see the beach. Daytona Beach. I'm guessing that's it down there. Somewhere down there. Yeah, perhaps you'd have to painting your bald spot in with permanent pen or something like that. Or you could have it the other way, pointing towards you, then we could just watch your face and your facial expressions while you're driving. That'd be quite funny. I think watching Tom would be quite fun though. Miami. Oh yeah? Yeah, nice. Do we fly over Miami? No. We kind of go... Oh, Melbourne. Oh, TUI fly there, don't they? Melbourne, Florida. So we're going to be flying right over Melbourne, Florida in a minute. And then we do a little bit of a left-hand turn there over Vero Beach. And then heading towards Freeport. I don't even know what this place is here. I know it's in one of the islands. Is it one of the Keys, maybe? I don't know. So yeah, Miami's a bit further down there. In fact, we're not far away now, actually. Once we turn left there, we're on the home straight. Yeah, Kersey. Yeah, that's true, isn't it? You'd be cursing everyone. I do love the, well, it's not even ortho, is it? But you know what I mean. I love the ground textures. Is that Melbourne, I wonder? Could that be Melbourne? I don't know. I never even knew it was in Florida till recently. I was watching it on, I saw the 2E787 in Melbourne and I thought, oh. And then it said Florida and I thought, oh, I've never even heard of that in Florida, but it's true. I'm guessing they do it because it's obviously closer to, well, it's not closer to Orlando, is it? But I think the airport in Orlando is quite far out of there. I don't. Maybe there's got to be some sort of economical reason that they've started flying there. See you in a bit, Tom. Take care, mate. Say hello to Vic for me. Ah, no, I reckon Melbourne's further up here. Is that a runway there? Oh, there's two. It looks like there's two runways ahead of us there. When we're going to Florida then, Carl. Yeah, I know. None of us can seem to make any decisions though, can we, of when we're going to do it? Or, you know, one of us is busy or so on. Which happens, I guess. But yeah, we do need to do it. That's a nice view. I'm thinking Heathrow, you know, because, I don't know, I think that'd be a change, wouldn't it? We haven't done that in years. I don't know if the is the Renaissance open now. I wonder. Should we have a look? So let's just use a random date. Let's do the 10th of September to the 11th. Done. One room, one adult. Let's have a look. Runway room. Yeah, baby. 153. Oh, one queen. There we go. Two twins. 153 is not bad, is it really? Executive runway room. Oh, so you get the lounge access with that one. Yeah, that's the one with the lounge access. So I'm guessing with that one do you get alcohol with that? An executive suite 241, that's a lot. But actually, if you look at that, you've got 181 for the executive and 153 for just the superior runway room. Runway view. I think with the superior ones you get a higher up room, don't you? If I remember right. And then if you wanted, actually that's not bad if you look, right? So that is 153. But if you do the prepay non-refundable with breakfast, it's 166. And for, are they all non-refundable then? Okay. So they're all non-refundable, so that's tough. So then you'd pay, so if you wanted breakfast, 166. That's not too bad. 76.50 each, yeah. Or but then again, I did only put one adult in there, so you'd probably only get one. Oh no. Oh, I don't know. What does it do if you do two adults then, I wonder? That's cheaper. So it's 163. That's like 80 quid each, something like that. And that's with breakfast. That's not bad, is it really? Because the standard room is 136. That's nearly £70. So you're only paying like a tenner for your breakfast. So that's a no-brainer, isn't it, that? And in London that's way more for breakfast than that. And that's just a random date in September. What if you did it in, I don't know, just October at some point? Just see what it does to the price. Oh, it's even cheaper. There you go. Look at that. October with breakfast, 125. That's good. Which is like how much? Something like, I don't know, £62.50 each or something like that. So that's even better. I reckon we should do it, Carl. I reckon we should just go, right, let's set the date and just do it. So if you paid you could pay either, let's round it up to 100 quid. Kids must be back at school. Well, they are, aren't they? They are in October. They are back. So they're in October. I think they're off the last week. They're off like from the 24th that week. So if we did one of these weekends, either the 1st, 2nd, 8th, 9th, 15th, 16th, 22nd, 23rd, looks like the price, is the price the same? Should we just check? Yeah, there you go. 125 with breakfast. That's pretty good price, that is. That's a pretty good price with breakfast as well in London. Oh, hang on, I was looking at the standard room. Okay, still not much more, not that much more, 140. Just 140 for both of you. Which is what, 70 quid each. That's fine. In fact, that's good, isn't it? 70 quid. And that includes your breakfast as well. And then if you wanted your executive lounge access, it goes up to 166. Yeah, let us know. I mean, to be honest, Carl, it's for me, it's I can do any weekend. So if you said to me, oh, you know, I'm off this weekend or that weekend, I'd just pencil it in and say, yeah, let's go for it then. You know what I mean? And then just do it. And just go up, you know, early on the Saturday, spend the day there, and yeah, have breakfast and maybe a few hours there, and then come back. But yeah, I've not got much planned in October. I'll go away the last week in October, but the first 4 weekends will be fine. And the kids are back at school as well, so I think the kids go back. In fact, the kids go back like the 5th of September, I think, onwards. So in theory, you could do any of those weekends. Let's just see what the price is for that one. So this is for, see, it's quite a lot more in September by the looks of it. So for your runway room in September with breakfast, it's 179. So probably better doing it in October then, you know. Because it looks like in October, yeah, it looks like it's a standard rate of 140. What I don't understand though is you've got this one here, member rate, prepay, non-refundable, non-changeable. Yep, fine, includes breakfast, £140. But then what's this one? Prepay, non-refundable, non-changeable, includes breakfast, 147. I don't get that. 1st, 15th, 29th, I'm off. Oh, my plane looks like it's crashing. No, it's not. That's fine. So say that again. So you're off 1st, 15th, 29th of October. 1st, 15th, 29th. Okay. What's the 1st and the 2nd like then? Same price. There you go. So we could do that one then. Could do the 1st. Yeah, okay, we'll do. So you are, so 15th, so I can't do the 29th, I'll do the 15th though. And that would be the 15th and the 16th, would it? Yeah. Yeah, it'd be good, that would. I've put it on the WhatsApp anyway, Carl. See what the others say. But yeah, I could do those first 2 weekends. Well, it's not a bad price. That ain't, I'm sure we paid more than that before. And that's with breakfast as well. Would you bother? Would you bother with the exec lounge? So that's going to be like another what? It's actually not that much more, is it? In fairness. So what is it? 166. So 140 we'd be paying £70 each, and 166 we'd be paying 83. So you'd be paying £13 more. So you'd be paying £13 more, and you get the you do get the executive lounge access. But what does that include? Yeah, not sure what it means in terms of the lounge access. Have you been in the lounge there before? Doesn't really say, does it? Doesn't really say. So actually, for £13, you're probably better going for the lounge access then as well. For like £13 more, that's not much, is it really? Because you're going to make that back in snacks like straight away. Similar to, was it Manchester? Renaissance Heathrow lounge access. TripAdvisor. Good. Oh, okay. Great executive lounge. Yeah, that's right. It was, wasn't it? I remember now. Lounge. Executive lounge. Very nice treat. Okay. I think for 13 quid, that's got to be a no-brainer, hasn't it? That. Yeah, it's got to be a no-brainer to do that. Executive lounge was very good. Small food, plates and drinks. Oh, there you go. Yeah, it was Manchester who did that. Yeah, we haven't done it in this one. Lounge was very lovely. Drinks. See, there you go. Yeah, I think we should do that. It was Manchester, yeah. Ah, third floor lounge. Ah, actually, that's right. So the lounge is actually on the top floor as well, facing the runway. If you remember, consider requesting a third floor room. So what we do is book it, and then book the one with the exec access, and then say, can we have a room on the third floor, runway view. They're all good reviews for the lounge. Right, I'm up for that. We'll see what they say then, Carlos. But I'm happy to just do it anyway if those two can't come, if you wanted to. So if they say no. I'd be up for that. So they are using runway 14. Perfect. Yep, sounds good, mate. I'm up for that. See what those two say first. Right, runway 14. So there's no stars, so that's fine. So it's basically going to be a straight in then. Straight in via. What's the last waypoint we got? ZQA. Melon. Okay, so ZQA is the actual airport, so that's fine. Corée, Melon. There's Melon. Okay, so what we'll do is we'll just go arrival ILS 14 via Melon. Execute. See how that looks on the plan. Yeah, agree, mate. Let's do it. See what they say, and then I'm happy to book it if you want, Carl, and then you just PayPal it me or something, and then I'll email them and say. In fact, do you know what? I'm going to check on the blue light card as well to see if they do a discount, because I've got a feeling I've seen it on there before. Let me have a look. It's Marriott, isn't it? Yeah, I'll have a look. So we go from Hanks to Melon. So we need to go Melon to Melon. And how does that look? There you go, it looks nice. Looks nice. Straight in, beautiful. Runway 14. Fix rings are all done. Yeah, I'll look on the blue light cards. I'll see if we can get any more discount off it. But either way, that's not a bad price, is it really? And then we can just make the most of the lounge, can't we? Especially if it's on the third floor with runway views. One 143 on the course. 143. There we go. We're all set. I'm going to do the leg page actually. It's giving me the step because I'm in the map page. Route data. Request the winds. Load the winds. Execute. Forecast. Request descent winds. And we'll do a quick check of the QNH. Where are we going again? M-Y-N-N. Mine. Oh. Got metal. M-Y-N-N. Okay, so there's no metal then, that's fine. We'll have to look on flight radar. Trusty flight radar. Two 994. Perfect. Oh wow, look at the colour of that water. Oh man, I so want to be there. How nice does that water look? We're not far from top of descent then now, are we? Not a million miles away. It's a shame on WhatsApp you can't do like a poll, is it? Like where you can say like, you know, is anyone available on this date, and then you tick it and stuff. So that's Freeport then below. No idea where it is, but we'll see what they say then, Carl, and then if it's a no from them, then I'll just I'll book it. If you're happy with that. Get it booked in then at least. And a nice weekend of heavy spotting. Crap, we're already at top of descent. Well, that's come round quick. Right then. Can't believe we're at top of descent already. Right, so what we're going to go down to then ILS 1 for 2,000 feet. Okay. That's really come around quick. Then it was the QNH, I think, was 2,904. Okay. I'm going to put it in the standby just so I remember what it was. I'm going to go to break 2 because it's not the longest of runways either. There we are, top of descent.
And with the sound of those double chimes, our flight will be coming to an end. Please prepare for landing. Make sure your seatbelt is securely fastened about you. Your tray table and seat back are in the upright and locked position. All video screens, head and footrests need to be stowed at this time. For those of you in Polaris First and Polaris Business, please press and hold your green airplane button on your control panel to bring your seat to its proper landing position. Also in Polaris First, secure your shoulder straps after fastening your seatbelt. All large personal electronic devices such as laptops must be turned off and be put away. You may continue to use your small, lightweight electronic devices, but these must be unplugged, switched to airplane mode, and secured. Please have a look around the airplane to refresh your memory of the location of your nearest emergency exits, keeping in mind your closest one may be behind you. Flight attendants, please prepare the cabin for arrival and be seated in your jump seats. We'll be on the ground shortly.
Yeah, it's got yeah, this is it. Yeah, there you go. It's all exactly the same as on Explain. Yeah. Yeah, so it's all exactly this identical to what it is on Explain. So this is using real time now. So this is live time. I love the fact the clouds, like you can see the shadows and the clouds on the water. I just think that's so cool. So yeah, it's the same. So you've got VAMSYS, then you've got all the other stuff here. You've got FSUI PC as well, Symlink. It's all exactly the same as Explain. .135 landing speed. Then we've got 143 set both sides. Got the ILS is 11010, should be. Yep, 11010 is set as well. Awesome. What's the minimums? Let's just check the minimums. So it's going to be 0 for the landing alt, and the minimums I think is 232. Set that 240 then. So what I might do, I might go direct to money and just knock a little bit off that there, get some speed break out. There's no traffic around, so what's the point in doing the full arrival? The lever a shame, he's out. It's knocked like 3 minutes off the leg, so that's good. Yeah, I was looking at that just thinking that the ETA earlier said like 2 o'clock, like 1300 Zoom. I'm thinking, no, that's not right, surely. But it's because I'd changed the time, isn't it? Whereas when I've put the time back to live, it's now saying 12:34 UK time, basically. So we've got about 10 or so minutes to go. I like it, mate. I like it. You know, I mean, I don't know what the frames look like on YouTube, but I can, you know, from my perspective, it doesn't drop below 30 ever. It's silky smooth for me. I mean, you always get a little bit of lag, don't you? You always get a little bit of lag when you put things on Twitch or YouTube, a little bit. But so far, yeah, good. Did I get fed up with Ryanair? No, mate, no. The only reason I tend to fly this is because obviously there ain't many operators who fly the 737-800 in Europe, whereas in the US there are tons. And the beauty of like airlines like United means that you can fly the A320 as well under the same sort of umbrella, and they all use VA MSFS. So it's like, well, you know what, let's do it. And the beauty of the sim is the fact you don't need any like ortho scenery. It's all default in the sim, like that below, you know what I mean? So you don't need any of that. I mean, the airport we're coming into now is freeware scenery. I literally installed it earlier, and I literally come on to check it, and it literally is as good as payware. I mean, you'll see it when we land. It's literally as good as payware. So that's why I like I do like flying in the US. And you tend to get quite a lot of nasty weather as well in the US, which I like. You don't get that much in Europe. Not frequently anyway. I mean, you can look at that. You can look at the water, the level of detail in that water there. But no, once the 738 comes out, I'll be back onto Ryanair for a bit, to be honest, because I do miss some of the Ryanair routes. You know, like going down to the Canaries and things like that. I do miss that. But at the same time, when do you get to fly into Florida and the Bahamas? You know what I mean? In the 737. I flew into St. Martin a few weeks back, or last week I think, and that was awesome. Yeah, you look at that there. Just look at that level of water detail. Well, let's start prepping for this then. We're not far off at all now, actually. I'll start with the ILS and then I'll go manual. Okay, so we're on profile now, so that's cool. On the speed brake. Look at that water. And actually, when you get closer to it as well, when you see the waves, it's just, yeah, it's amazing. I mean, the amount of ortho you'd need in X-Plane to do this would be just phenomenal. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to come in a little bit more to the right, go on head in select now. And just will intercept a little bit early, follow the glide slope down. And then we'll do a nice manual approach. (2994) is set. 10,000 feet coming up, so we can put the landing lights on now. Seatbelts on. No, I don't want that one. Nice, nasty weather, yeah, I know. That is me screwed, I know. I'll tell you something, the turbulence you get over the US is insane. You never experienced that bad in Europe, but over the US it's insane. I had it in the Airbus a couple of weeks back going over towards Denver, and it literally knocked the autopilot out because it was that bad. And I was thinking, I've never had it that bad on X-Plane, ever. There's the island in front. Speed up a little bit. Did you? It's a lovely airport, to be honest. Well, in this sim anyway, because that was Payware, I think. Yeah, it is Payware. Checking on that sim, there's nothing on the ground or anything, so... Oh, there is one on the ground actually. Balls to it. I don't even know what the airport's called, to be honest. Nassau, yeah. Nassau traffic, United 1262. We're just going to start the approach into runway 25 shortly. We'll call when on short final. Nassau traffic. Is it 25 the runway? Or have I just made that up? No, it's 14. Correction, Nassau traffic. We're on approach to ILS runway 14, not 25. Runway 14 Nassau traffic. What a noob. What a noob mistake to make. Right, so as soon as that VOR localizer is in, we can start turning towards it. Noob. Hashtag noob. I've got 2-4 in my head. I don't know why. Oh, let's drop that speed off now. There's the island. Ah, there's the runway just in the distance there. That speed's come off nicely. So we should be establishing any second now. So watch and learn, car. Watch and learn. Flaps one. There's the localizer. Speed's dropping off okay. Beautiful. So we'll level off there and then we'll intercept the glide shortly. We'll go flaps 2. Crash investigation, yeah. The before. Nassau traffic United 1262. We are on a 10-mile final runway 14 Nassau traffic. Yeah, so have a look at this scenery for freeware. Right, speed brake is on, auto brake is 2, all the lights are on, cabin's notified. I don't even know what stands they use here, to be honest. I don't think there's many stands though, to be fair. So we should vacate somewhere to the left then. Should we go flaps and then gear down and then we can look in the outside view? I think that'd be quite cool. Gear down. Manual flight. Trim that bad boy. Okay, let's go manual thrust. Nassau traffic United 1262, finals runway 14 Nassau traffic. So you'll see what I mean by the quality of it in a minute. And this is freeware. The hotel's there with a pool. Oh.
500.
Wow. So lucky.
Approaching minimums. Minimums.
was nice. Manual brakes. Flaps up. Let's get a poo started. Yeah, that felt quite good. What do you reckon, Carl? What's your rating?
Nassau traffic at 10 distance accidents runway 112 departure, Nassau traffic.
Oh. Yeah, that's it. That's what I mean. That runway is like patchy, isn't it? And as I say, it's freeware. When we get to the gate, I'll show you on the drone cam. But for freeware, you just think that's just the work they've put into that's just phenomenal. 7 out of 10. Yeah, I know. There's an aircraft just taxiing out there, actually. I see you. I'm just trying to work out what gates they go on here. To be honest, I don't really know. Let's have a look. I'll dump it on Pier B, I think. No, I always put the APU on when I vacate, yeah. Usually. Because we do this and then we save fuel. That's why we do that. Let's just pop it on and let's keep going because I'm going to go to the next yeah, apron 3 we want.
Traffic inbound Nassau at the start.
No idea what he said then.
So traffic at a 10 destination departure runway 112 departure, make right cross from departure press, Nassau.
Actually, let's just keep it going. Go to the stand the other side. He's taking off. Okay, so we're going to go in this ramp here. Turn the lights off so we don't blind the ground crew. We'll just go with that one straight in front, eh? That'll do. Braking X, but that'll do. Right, engine off. You can come off. Let's see what the landing rate was actually. 1, 2, 3. Oh, I'll take a bit of that. That's not bad. Then we'll get the jetways coming. Nice, 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 nice. We'll get the chocks on. Ground power can come on. Request the baggage carts. Doors can come open. So let me show you around the airport with the drone cam.
Also drop the access to go.
Let me speed it up a bit. The zoom. Yeah, I mean for freeware, you know, I love the patchwork. That's so good. Manchester's like that, isn't it? Manchester's just full of patches. You see what so I mean with the water? I mean, you look at that. And it has no impact on your frames. Like a boat simulator. And I'm just using an Xbox controller to control this now as well. This is freeware. They've took my jetway away. Titanic, yeah. Would be with you driving, wouldn't it? Oh, I didn't see the tower over there. Carl, you are not cleared to land. But yeah, just, you know, for freeware, I just think you can't go wrong. And to be honest, the majority of freewares on Microsoft Flight Sim are like this. They're just so good quality. In X-Plane, they'd be payware. And that's what I love about it. And the fact you just haven't got to worry. So all this surrounding it is all default. So you ain't got to even worry about that. Pretty darn good, mate, I tell you. Pretty darn good. So with that, I will wish you farewell. Hope you feel better soon, Carl. Anyway, and thanks for tuning in, mate. And I'll catch you on WhatsApp in a bit. Have a good one, mate.